Hey, what's up, people? My name is George, and today we'll talk about how to pass the A plus. This video will go over what I did in order to pass the A plus when I took it around probably less than a year ago. This is for I believe the 1101 and 1102 exam version. I know there's a new one coming up for this year for 2025. So yeah, let's get started. You know, okay, these are just some me explaining what I did and what I did and what worked. That I think it worked. Basically, all I'm gonna go over is what I did and what I thought. What I think worked. Best worked, anyways. So this test is pretty straight up, right? CompTIA A gives it to you straight up. Gives you uh, objectives, right, on per each core. All you're going to need to do is go in here, review all these OBJs before you start studying, get a little taste for what this is, right? After that, all you're gonna do is decide whether I want to take core 1 first or core 2. I recommend core 1 because it is the foundation that takes you into core 2 that builds upon that foundation. Basically, all it means is core 1 kind of gets you ready for core 2. Core 2 is a little bit more just like when you watch a movie, right, and there's foreshadowing in it. That's basically all core 1 does. It kind of like hints you at core 2. So I take core 1 first. The way I did it was through all of these, right? So YouTube, I went through all of Professor Messer's course for core 1 and 2. This has really helped me a lot, especially back then when I didn't know how to study. All the information was kind of just well put out, and each objective individually was covered nice. I'd say this course on YouTube probably covers around 80 to 90% of what's going to be in the exam. So do that, right? Go through all of it. What I did was take notes on Google Docs. I would make like a whole sheet of things and go through each OBJ and underline it. Okay, 1.3, go over this. 1.4, go over this. And I would separate them by section, so 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0. Once by every like category, right? Like, let's say mobile devices, right, or hardware, I would separate it, right, on another Google Doc. And after going through all of that and writing the notes, what's on the slides, not only writing what's on the slides, but you yourself writing notes in a way that you can go back and remember how that works or whatever it is you're studying. So for example, let's say for 2.2, right, you get routers. There's gonna be a slide on that, right, on YouTube. Write that down, and not only write that down, but go under that explanation and you yourself summarize it. So summarize what you think it means, so you can later come back and read what you wrote by yourself and be able to remember it better. So I recommend doing that. So after you've done that for all of the exam, right, try to review what you wrote per each section. So one day go over hardware thoroughly. The next day go over this right here thoroughly, and you'll be good. Other than that, there's not really much you can do for this test. If you have the money, right, to go to Udemy, I don't know if a lot of you people know what Udemy is, but it's basically like a huge giant like cloud of just a shit ton of courses, right, that can a shit ton of courses that can help you out, right. And if you have money, buy a course for the A plus. I'd recommend it if you need that extra help, because it does go more, like the courses there go more into detail than the free one on YouTube. So if you don't want to take second chances, or you don't want to pass the test again, or kind of scared of that, do this. Also, at the end of the reviewing section for each core, go to YouTube again and look at practice questions. Practice questions, honestly, 50% of prepping for this test. You don't know how CompTIA writes these questions at all if it's your first CompTIA exam, so go through at least, I don't know, per each subsection I'd probably go through at least like 50. So 50 for this. Actually, let me show you. Hold on, I'm pretty sure I can. So right here, right, a fuck ton of questions. This guy Dean Cyber, this guy has like a ton of videos with practice test questions just for this core, which is kind of crazy. And I'll go through this one, I guess. This one right here, this one right here, this one right here. I'll only go through the ones with the relevant core to you, right, for this year. I mean, for this test. There's some old ones here, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, never mind. I don't think I see any of the old ones. But yeah, do this, right, once you're ready to take your exam, and just repetition over and over again, over and again, over and again. For each question, just make sure you know why the question is the way it is, what the question wants to know. Well, I mean, what the question wants you to remember, and why that question is correct, and why the other answers aren't. After you do all of that, should be good to go for the test. I mean, it's not really much you can do after that. If you're struggling with motivation or any of that, honestly, bro, like, just lock in, right? People find motivation through a lot of many different ways depending on the person, so me going over that really doesn't help anybody. So I mean, just do what you can, right? I will follow these steps right here. That's what I'm doing with my Network Plus, because I'm currently studying for that. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it. You don't really have to do much else. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? Oh yeah, I mean, I guess on test day, right, if you're taking a test online, I mean, that's cool. I mean, I went in there in person, took the test twice, passed them both of my first tries, so I feel like going there is better. You get more focus, especially if you have stuff going on at home, or like kids or something, or your brother, like, doesn't leave you alone. But other than this, I mean, you should be good to go. Honestly, this test is something you only have to pay the voucher for. Everything else, all the content and stuff, it's there online. Just go in there. I don't know, ask ChatGPT to make you, like, to answer some of the questions you might have that might not be covered by these things, and that's it. You're good to go. Honestly, it's a lot of stuff, so take your time. I think it took me like 2 months or 3 months, mostly because back then I used to procrastinate a lot. Because I was never used to like studying for a test. I never did study for a test, even in high school. So I mean, just to let you know that anybody can pass this test, just if you go about it the right way. So I mean, good luck. You got this, bro or bruh, and hopefully I can make another video of this on the network once I pass it. If I do pass it, hopefully, I don't feel like paying fucking $300 something twice. That would be disheartening. So yeah, good luck, guys, and we'll catch you guys later.